SBC, you have time. Still, you've got about 100 subs to go, so you better get your ass in gear. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the garage. It is Friday night, I believe. Is it still Friday? Yeah, it's only Friday night. Welcome back to another episode of Impromp-Tune Live. Man, it's been a busy Friday. My chair is already sinking down. I mean, I feel short, but at the same time, I feel tall. I don't know what to do. Yeah, welcome back, Blue Fox. I see Ross is here. VJ is here. We've got Ryan. Global Media is back again. And possibly Super Saiyan Jim, who apparently wants everything tuned for free. Sorry, Super Saiyan Jim. We don't do anything for free. Yes, Ross, why have you not submitted your car pics? Listen, guys, you better get that crap in ASAP. It's going to happen before you know it. Welcome back, Rob. We're going to have a little fun here. I'm going to move some stuff around. Hey, Chris. It's good seeing you. Jeff is here. Daily 1000, we got a new one here. Daily, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm adjusting some things here. I apologize if I make a lot of noise here. Let's get this stuff lined out. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Daily. And man, you don't have to thank me for the videos, brother. I do the videos to spread the word, and that's it. That's all it's about. I want everybody who wants to learn how to tune the ability to learn how to tune. Global was talking about swaps for the Terminator X. Max is needed for TCU tuning. Got you. Okay. Okay. What up, Mike? Let's go. Let's go. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to kind of roll in here for the people that want to show up tonight. Now, I've got a couple of announcements. Hey, Justin, welcome to the chat. We got a new name here. Justin Sprix is new to the channel. Welcome. Tim Ryan's new. Well, I guess Tim says it's his second time. Awesome. Mitchell says, here you are the blank for learning about tuning all the time. Well, I'm glad that somebody is saying that. I mean, that generally means good. You wouldn't be here on the otherwise, right? He's got a C5Z06 that he's excited to learn some, so yeah. Bingo, John. You know it, buddy. That tuning bell rings. You got to come running. Come check out the live stream. I got some new announcements, a couple new announcements. One of them is going to be a Patreon announcement. The other one is going to be a general YouTube announcement that you guys will want to probably be a part of. Atomic, welcome back again. Joey, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Man, we are just getting people rolling in here left and right. That's what I want to see. Let's do this because I've got some exciting news. I think it'll be exciting. It may not be. You guys can be like, oh, man, blow it out your ass. This is not exciting. I don't want to have anything to do with this, but I'm going to be like, I think I've got a sneaking suspicion that you guys will be like, yeah, this sounds awesome. I want to be a part of this. And it's not just me buying a new office chair because this one sucks ass. It squeaks and it makes me get shorter throughout the night. If you watch me, eventually I will get down to here. And I probably won't notice because I might have had a beer or two. Tim is working on his 5.3 swapped 1979 Malibu. Blue Fox L92, cheap last weekend. What should you put it in? You should put it in a probably an 80s model wagon because those things are sweet. Steven, learned about the videos from Facebook. Can't stop watching. Awesome. Greatly appreciate you sharing this knowledge. I appreciate the subscribe and just, let me know if you have any specific questions. We will get them answered. Make sure and stick around, Steven. As I said, we're going to try and get a few more people up in here. Yeah, excuse me if I burp a few times because, you know, VJ, I have not cracked open the new flavors. They are over in the temporary makeshift beer fridge right now. So, well, Atomic, you got one of the early editions. You got one of the Lambdas. Those things have not been around for a while. But, what up, FPV, first person something view, first person view flying. Welcome to the channel. SBC, I have had some Tito's tonight. I would not lie to you and say I did not, because I'm still trying to watch my figure. I'm trying to slim down a little bit, so you have to offset the beer with Tito's. If you drink nothing but beer, you get fat. And that's what was happening to me. My stuff from the waist down was not fitting properly, so I had to switch over to Tito's with calorie-free mixers and stuff like that. It was not good. It was not good. It was not good. Ryan, the fridge fund kind of got ate up by the hot water heater taking a dive fund, so... VJ, that's not a bad idea. You know what? That's not a bad idea. We could do some kind of soft goat rope garage. Ah, is that what it means? Is that what FPV means? That seems like an oxymoron. Ford Performance, right? What up, 386? Welcome back, brother. Rob, sorry you still have to pass PT test. You're apparently not a chief yet. Man, I love all the familiar faces here. Makes for a great night. Makes for a great Friday. We're doing this a little bit earlier than normal. I got some stuff I got to do later on. We'll probably only rock this one out for about an hour or so. By all means, if you do have any tuning questions, just throw them out there. You know what? And I've got a question. If anybody knows how to make these names not be pink over here. Anybody knows anything about XSplit? Why in the hell is it? Where in the way they always... One more to go, Rob. What branch are you on? Are you Air Force? Army. You're Army, aren't you, Rob? I won't say anything about ASVAB scores or anything like that. One more to go till Chief. Awesome, brother. Awesome. If we hit 40 here in the next couple minutes, Dirt Floor, are you literally busting out burnouts right off the bat? Here we have Dirt Floor Fab over here. Listen, okay, and this is a great opportunity. Yes, Rob, USAF for life. As you can see back there. There's Dirt Floor's sweet burnout. Look at that C7 ripping it off. Okay, Mitchell says, working on speed density tune with dry nitrous using IAT PE adder table to enrich fuel in the IAT timing table for pulling timing. Any thoughts if this is a better way, a good way or better way? Well, it depends. Are you injecting before your IAT, Mitchell? Hey, and everybody, if you have not checked out Dirt Floor's YouTube channel, let me throw a link out there. If you are not a subscriber, let me say that much. Let me go ahead and go YouTube. Dirt Floor. Bear with me. We are at 880 subscribers here. I mean, so there's probably no reason why we won't break 900. We're right there. Guys, jump over, subscribe to that YouTube channel, and then if for some reason it kicks you out of here, just come back afterwards. It's worth subscribing. He's got some awesome stuff going on there. Dirt Floor is my boy. Appreciate all of his support. Okay, John, you are the best, brother. John says, you guys hear about the new Fords with heated tailgates? Keeps your hands warm while pushing it. Just kidding. No. Texavel 82 is here for an impromptu. Darth Giggity is the one person in the Marine Corps that scored a 98 on the ASVAB. He was 1 point away from qualifying for the Air Force. Congratulations, Darth Giggity. Ross, dry nitrous is that you are not injecting fuel alongside with the nitrous. Wet is a lot safer. Joe, what is going on, brother? Steven, what's the chance you will get knocked from a stage 3 cam? Will you get any at all the RPM ranges or just a little bit at idle? Steven, You'll probably get a little bit at idle with a very aggressive cam. Underneath moderate load like cruising, you should not get any knock in that range. If you're getting something in that range, it's generally something else. And then wide open throttle is just, it's situational. It's whether or not your fueling's dialed in properly. No problem, Dirt Floor, man. I appreciate what you're doing because I enjoy your videos. You've got great videos. It's very fun to watch what you're doing. Excuse me, get this burp out. Okay, listen here. We've hit 41 people, so I'm going to go ahead and announce we've got two things coming up here. One is a... Hold on, Sai. I will get to you here in a second. One of them is we have a new tier of Patreon for anybody that is interested. We have it is the new high-level tier of Patreon. I think it's $75 a month, but what that gets you is 1 hour of one-on-one voice, video chat, communications, and it is more of a training session to go in depth on there. And of course, you get everything else that the rest get, but it is limited to 15 people. That's not the important thing that I wanted to talk about. That's just something that is kind of thrown out there. There's a couple people who are asking for a service like that where we could do some Skype calls or something like that, where I sit here, talk to you one-on-one. You get an hour per month doing that. That's what it is. But the big one that I want to talk about is we are going to start a new monthly live session that is free for anybody that wants to show up. It is going to be generation based, and we are going to do a generation based tuning tutorial setup. We're going to call it the Twin Turbo Goat Rope Garage GRG Twin Turbo setup, which actually means tuning tutorial, where we go out, we pick a Gen 3, a Gen 4, a Gen 5 platform, and we go through the basics of tuning that platform. And I'm talking about map tuning, speed density tuning, timing tuning, torque management tuning, transmission tunings. This will be a free live session. We're going to do one a month. To start, at least one a month. The live session will be free, and then if you want to be able to watch the broadcast, that will be available to any level on Patreon. So if you are a $5 a month patron, you can go back and watch those after the fact. But as I said, the live section itself will be 100% free to anybody that wants to show up, and we will broadcast this thing weeks in advance. I will give you guys plenty of heads up. That way you know that this thing is going to happen. That way you can tune in, learn something new, learn something about a specific platform. So that is the big announcement that I'm excited to do, and we will probably get into that. We might do one this month if we get around to it, but for sure we will do one in October where we have a tuning tutorial session live where we dive headlong into going through all the different steps. It will be kind of a platform of maybe 30, 45 minutes of me walking through things, and then like the last 15 minutes or so, I'll be asking specific questions. And if we go a little bit longer than that, it's not a big ordeal. You know, the idea behind it is to get more information out there for you guys. And we will do, we'll do multiple. As I said, we'll do Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, but we'll do Gen 3 on this platform, Gen 4 on this platform, Gen 5 on this platform. And then the next time, whenever we do Gen 3, we will do a different platform. We will mix it all up, but I encourage everybody to show up for all the different platforms. That way you can learn a little bit about everything. So, okay. Here we go. Let me get back into what's going on here. I'm sorry, guys. I have been just looking through everything here. Blah, blah, blah. Did I miss anything? There's somebody from Iceland in here. Sai, you are the first viewer that I know of from Iceland. I appreciate you swinging by the... man, just blown away. Man, we're worldwide. The garage is worldwide. What's up, Chris? I see you down there. Andrew. Awesome. Hey, Andrew, I'm getting your stuff out, man. You should have called me out on that earlier. I apologize, brother. Global Media, I promise you can do this yourself. No doubts in my mind. You can do this yourself. Ross Lawrence, you can look up your ECM model, and that will tell you what generation that you're in. And then also years. If you are pre-2006, you're going to be Generation 3 for sure. If you're 2006 to 2012 to 14 range, you're going to be Generation 4. About everything after 14, 15 range is going to be Generation 5. Man, so many awesome names. So many awesome people down here. The family. We got so much family here. We literally have 41 family members here. It makes me very excited to see all these familiar faces, the people that show up, waste their time with me here. I know Ross is using a 4-banger Ecotech, which means it's like some bastardized half generation step kind of crap. Chris, what are you talking about? You get all the love. Don't even act like it. Did I miss something that Cy was saying? Let me scroll up here. What's going on? I had a good tune. I had injector failing. I replaced all with the same part number. Now my tune is pig rich. Running about 9-ish AFR. I mean, well, as Dirt Floor said, did you have more than one injector failing whenever you tune that thing? PCM, you missed everything, brother. Missed everything. Cy, do you just need to tune it, man? LM7 and a CJ7 with 80-pound injectors. Brother, the family loves you. Let me tell you. PCM, I was just talking about we have a new Patreon level for one-on-one live chat tuning, and then there is a new live series that's going to be coming out once a month. We're going to do generation-specific live tuning videos where we go through all the basics on tuning. Ross P12. Man. Let's open up one of Ross's tunes. Hold on here. I gotta look at... Oh, Ross, where's your tune at? Brother, it's alright. You can be too busy to mess with HB tuners, but I'm glad you showed up. Seriously, Dirt Floor is nailing. You know what, Dirt Floor, why don't you just take over? Why don't you? Dirt Floor is going to take over the tuning session of the video. I'm just going to sit over here and toot my own horn while Dirt Floor answers all of the tuning questions. I'm actually opening up Ross's tune over here so I can see what the P12 PCM is. P12. That's a Gen 3. It's a Gen 3, Ross. Because you have a VE table. That's the quick way of telling. Hey, you guys want to go over to the tune screen? Hey, Anish, welcome back, brother. It's been a while. Anish, the MPVI2, if you have the first generation, don't bother, man. It's still not worth it. Don't upgrade. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's happening to my face? Yeah, well, they have not released like the actual pro features on the MPVI2. The big thing is that like the first generation got hacked. So We won't go down that road. Tony Matlock, what's going on, brother? LT199, 1997 tuned. HP tuners do that. 97 LT1. I don't think the LT1 supported, is it, guys? I think the LS is the first generation. I think the LT is right before that HP tuners. Don't quote me on that, Tony. You'd have to go to HP Tuner site and look at their supported vehicles list. Side, I personally do not offer mail order tunes because my mentality is the amount of money that you would have to pay me to do a mail order tune, you could learn how to tune for less, and then you would get more bang for your buck. That's what it boils down to. VJ, the Gen 5 truck I'm messing with, I was out with it on Sunday. Noticed at full throttle the shifts are making it fall on his face. Normally wouldn't care, but I think it's boosted. It's fall off. VJ, what mods does it have? Yeah, Rob, P12 is one of those oddball ones. Yeah, welcome back, Sup. I believe you're correct. I don't believe LT1s are supported, but I'm not 100% sure. That's getting back. Yep, Rob nailed it on the head. LT1s use the old prom chip. And that's the one where you basically have to burn the tune into the chip. You have to get some of those. That's some wonky stuff, man. It's cool stuff, though. Like, I always kind of enjoy watching some of the guys that do the prom burns. Sai, man, you're here, brother. You're subscribed. You keep watching, you will learn how to tune. There you go. Corey just answered your question. You can use an LT1 to use the LS124X system. Or the LT1, yeah, you can use TunerCat on that, which is not bad software. I've used TunerCat in the past. VJ, Pro Charger, 15 PSI. Ugh. Is this, hey, VJ, is this motor built? Running 15? It's probably not torque management, VJ. It's probably the actual driver demand and the torque tables. There's a lot, man, you're getting into the woods there. There's a lot going on. There you go. Darth has the idea. Put a 411 PCM on there and be done with it. Steven, are you talking about splicing an AEM into the AC pressure or something like that? Or are you wanting a video on hooking it up through the serial, which I suggest? Yeah, Tony, I mean, TunerCat's pretty in-depth for that ECM because there's not a lot going on with that setup anyways. Ooh, Justin, he wants to know if you can change the knock sensor location on LQ9. You can, I mean, you can put anything wherever you want to. You just need to adjust the knock sensor parameters appropriately because you will get different readings based on where on the block the knock sensor is. Oh, VJ, you might want to tell him to pull it down a little bit if his internals are stock. He's probably on the verge of catastrophically damaging something. Those things are like 15.5 compression to 1 stock. And I mean, it's a direct injected motor. But yes, it is a torque table, driver demand, most likely torque table situations. What is up, H's Performance? Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to Impromp-Tune. We've got a pretty good crowd going tonight. Everybody raise a beer to tuning. Cheers. And we are just trying to answer questions as they scroll by at this point in time. So anybody has any questions, throw them out there. As I said, once again, I will go over kind of the announcements that I had earlier was that we have a new Patreon tier, which is the I don't even remember what the hell it's called. It's the $75 a month tier, and it gets you an hour of one-on-one live chat with me. You can break it up into 4 15-minute sessions or 2 30-minute sessions or a 1 hour session where we sit down, go over your stuff one-on-one through Skype or whatever the hell it is. That's not the important announcement. The important announcement is we're going to do a monthly live free chat tune session where we go into a specific generation platform and go through the steps to tune that specific generation platform. It's open to anybody. The replay, though, will be a patron exclusive, but it will be available to the lowest tier, the $5 a month tier, if you want to go back. PCM Cobra, you want to swing by and grab some of mine? I've got plenty. Steven, I was going to put it into the ECM. Oh, the reason why I prefer serial is because whenever you're doing analog signals, you're basically taking an analog signal, converting it to digital at the controller, and then you have to convert it back to analog, which then converts it back to digital. Whereas if you're using serial, whenever it comes in, it goes from analog to digital, and it stays digital all the way to the screen. So there's less room for error whenever you do that. Andrew, any advice for tuning a higher stall converter on E38 ECU? Man, just you can adjust your timing based on your stall. You should be able to pick up a little timing because of it, but just go through your standard recommendations. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to get crazy with on stall converters. You might have some ability, you might have some pressures that you can adjust on it. You just kind of have to fill that out. That's outside of my expertise. Kyle, 120-pound injectors get here tomorrow. Now you have to win the car show in the turbo. Well, I don't know what our count's at. Where are we at? How close are we to 5,000? We might break 4,900 tonight. We're like 100 away. Emerson. Did I not respond back to you on that, Emerson? I thought I did, brother. Hit me back again, Emerson. Let me know about that. Send me that tune that you sent me on that lean spike it wide. I thought I responded to you, man. Okay, Sai, thanks for stopping by, brother. Have a good night. And if you can check in on Thursday, make sure we do the same. We do a live stream at 8 o'clock. Appreciate it. You better sign up quick, Sai. There's only 15 spots available. I'm keeping it very, very, very limited. Camaro Rick has it on YouTube, does videos. We are talking about, let's see here. See if I can find it. Camaro Rick. Here we go. I'm going to throw a link down here. You'll have to do your own digging through his channel. I don't know this guy, but I don't care. It's cool. Hey, Sai, hold on a second. I'll throw you a link out there. It's in the description, but you can always find a link on the www.goatropegarage.com, but you can also go straight there. Hey, I've got a 4L60 out there, or a 4L80. Same thing, technically, it's just a little beefed up. I need to do a 6L video here soon. I will be the first one to admit I have slacked on getting those videos out. So, my bad. There's a lot of crap going on. Thanks, Dirt Floor. And make sure you guys go over and check out Dirt Floor's page. Here, hold on a second. Let me see if I can... There you go. Dirt Floor, I just made you a moderator. See if you can put a link to your channel on here, brother. See if me making you a moderator will let you do that. Because I have no problems with it. You've been such a supporter for so long. Yeah, Squee, you can do that. Sup? Don't you even start with me, brother. Hey, Josh is saying, how much experience with methanol water injection? I've been running it for a couple years now. I love it. Says, how much does a 50-50 mix have on spark? Well, I've never ran a 50-50. Well, I take that back. I've ran 50-50 mixes on my Subarus, but I've not ran a 50-50 mix on my current truck. But you have to think about it. Whenever you're running methanol injection, it's a lot like running E85. You can pick up probably 6 degrees of timing on there. So, completely possible of picking up quite a bit there. Hey, there you go. There's Dirt Floor's channel. Glad to see that you can throw it on there. You don't mind being a moderator on my channel, do you, Dirt Floor, for the live chats? If you have an issue with it, just let me know. I can take you off, but... You'll see whenever somebody says something inappropriate, and that's about it. And I know you know what's going on. We try to keep this a little PC, even though we're not PC outside of here, but... Well, if you get carried away with it, if you can't Spider-Man this crap, I will knock you down a peg. But I believe if I can trust anything or trust anyone out here, it is, as I say when I've been drinking, Dirt Flab. I'm not quite that drunk tonight where I can't quite enunciate Dirt Floor Fab. Nah, brother, I'm good, man. You know what's going on. You're right there. I appreciate the help. What's going on, Jeff? Hey, listen, I hope that you're not driving and typing crap out. Ross, I run windshield washer fluid, winter mix. So it's going to be 20 to 30%. I run a specific brand, which is the O'Reilly's cheap-ass winter mix. But the only reason that I run a specific brand is the idea behind it is that the mix should be fairly consistent. So... I buy it 2 or 3 cases at a time, and a couple cases will keep me hooked up for a while. Global, thank you for the super chat. Have a sweet smoky burnout in the corner. Jesse says, I've been trying to tune my truck for a while, and there are these instances that cause my truck to stall but completely die out. How can I get you to take a look at the tune and how much? Jesse, you can sign up through the Patreon. It's $15 a month. There is a link down in the description. $15 a month gets you an email. There's the link right there. Get you an email. Use it as long as you need it. Rob, no, they do not. You want to stay away from any purple windshield wiper mix. That's the stuff that normally has the detergent. If you read the... ingredients on there, it will tell you whether or not it has detergent. Stay away. John, I have not used the snow stuff, but I have used the Devil's Own methanol injection kit because back in the day I used to live about 20 minutes away from Devil's Own whenever I was still in Oklahoma. Justin, I am using just the standard GM IAT sensor, but I go through an IAT sensor, probably 2 or 3 IAT sensors a year. So I keep an eye on my IAT sensor, and whenever I see it to stop registering properly with the methanol injection, I will go ahead and swap it out. Those things are, they're like $9 a piece. Yeah, Jesse, man, as I said, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. That's the whole way that I kind of set up the tuning experience to help people out. Said $15 a month. If you get all of your answers in 1 month, it only costs you $15. And it just makes it easier. That way, I'm not taking advantage of you. And, it's just trying to get more information out there, trying to help people out that need a little one-on-one help. Kyle, yeah, as I said, I ran 50/50 meth on my Subaru. Rob, I'm not quite certain what makes it go bad. I think it's just because you're spraying that blend on there. Eventually, it just dies. But I for some reason, I've killed a lot of IAT sensors, and in fact, I tried swapping the IAT sensor out with a engine coolant temp sensor because they're basically the same pinout on it. But and in fact, I did a video on it. But the ECT sensor does not respond fast enough like the IAT, unfortunately, because that thing would never die. But I mean, if that's the cost of doing business, where you have to spend $20, $30 a year to replace IATs, I'm fine with it. Zero, yes, you missed the announcement. The announcement is we've got 2 new features coming out. One of them is for the patrons, and that is a $75 tier that gets you an hour per month of one-on-one video chat tuning assistance where we can go through whatever you want. You can break that up into 4 15-minute sessions, 2 30-minute sessions, or an hour session. And then the big one is we are going to do a monthly live tuning tutorial session. We're going to pick a platform in which we dive in, go through all of the steps of just basic tuning knowledge of like, here's the steps that we want to do, here's what tables that we want to edit, here's what graphs that we want to set up, and it is going to be a free for whoever tunes into the live session, and then the recorded session will be available to patrons only, but it will be available to the $5 a month patron group. So the cheapest patron group gets access to all the back catalog, and we will go through multiple. It's going to be kind of a... did I say the F word? Darth? Oh, poop. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Oh, was it Ford? But that's what it is, Zero. Yes, I'm going to do a video on Fords. In fact, I'm going to do one of the new tuning tutorial videos is going to be diving into the Fords and looking at what all we can do to tune Fords. And it'll focus on the Coyote 5.0 engine and stuff like that. There you go. James has got a great answer for you there. Yeah, if you look at the IAT sensor, it is a very, very small wire going through there. Yeah, Jonas, probably so. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, man, if I said it, just ignore it. It is Impromp-Tune. This is Impromp-Tune, this session, as I said. The Impromp-Tunes, they get taken down after about 12 hours, and they're a patron-exclusive video. So, I don't feel as bad on this, No, Rob, you want to inject your methanol before the IAT because the methanol will cause your intake temps to drop significantly, and your timing is very IAT based. So if your IATs get high, you will pull timing out. You can reclaim a lot of that timing by injecting methanol. So it is very critical that you inject the methanol before the IAT, but you do not want to inject it before the MAF sensor because it will kill MAF sensors. Lucas, well, you're the reason, brother. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate it. You were the guy that talked me into doing it. So welcome to being the first expert on Patreon. So there's 14 expert spots left over. And Lucas, we will talk here tomorrow, the next day, and we can set up some time to go through what you want to go through and get everything scheduled. John, we are all grown-ups here, but... oh, well, you're probably talking about the banish stuff so much as the bad language. Yeah, James, you got it. You got it. Joey, lambda tuning is the only tuning you want to learn. AFR is for suckers. 386, you know what? It's this. No, James, hey, you need to get the breakout harness, brother. Yeah, Rob, Voldemort. He is our Voldemort here. He who shall not be named. Rob, if you have an all-in-one, which, hey, help me out again, Rob. What is your, no, James. Sorry, not Rob. James, what is your platform? What's the VCT function? I won't pretend like I know what the hell a VCT function is there. Global. Variable something or other. Interceptor, what's the basis behind tunes for different fuels? Depending on the platform. An LS6. Hold on. I'm like a squirrel over here. I didn't know that the LS6 had the IAT in the harness. Did somebody say something about cam timing? Yeah, see, this is not the correct generation. There should be a Yeah, James, the LS6 is probably the first one that is an issue with. No, well, Josh, Dirt Floor is my first moderator here on the channel. Oh, well, see, this one works. Yeah, the Casper unit apparently works for the LS6. Which is my guess is because the LS6 has the C6 MAF sensor in it. You've got the card one, right? Well, the LS6 is probably the card style instead of the honeycomb, VJ. Does anybody know what VCT means? Variable cam timing. And on top of it, we're talking about a platform that has dual overhead cams on it. What is this, Honda? We got to break out our Hondadas. Have to tune the VTEC on the Fords. Well, if it is more than what, a 3-wire MAF sensor, it probably has IAT in it. And then if it has more than 5 wires, if it's an 8-wire, it has IAT and barometric on it. Hey, Blue Fox, that means titanium. variable cam timing. Yeah, James, you should probably be able to use like the base model 5-wire breakout IAT. That way you can run methanol on it. Oh, what's all this noise? Right? Okay, we're going to try the jackknifed juggernaut. Hey, man, I know. TI means titanium, Fox. Yes, Ross, you are correct. VCT is an emission-based. VTEC is a performance-based, in which it shifts to a different cam lobe that allows higher duration and more overlap, or more higher lift, not higher duration, higher lift and more duration. Well, James, you need to get a methanol controller that is either map-based, RPM-based if you are, Andrew, screw you. You need to get a methanol controller that is RPM-based, which everybody makes one. They're either going to be RPM-based or... Yeah, it's pretty good for a 7%er. You might be able to find one that's throttle based too if you want to run just off a throttle. Blue Fox, I would prefer to run my cams indecently. Just saying. If it's on a Ford, it's probably indecently. Yeah, that's the problem. I would be interested to look at... Well, no, I mean, I don't think that you need to go that far, Josh. Let me double check here. Let's pull up methanol injection systems. You getting Dos Equis, Jesse? Is that what your X's are? See, here we go. The NA version of the AEM methanol injection kit is basically just 0 to 5 voltage, and you can base that off of math. So you can tie that in with your existing map sensor and set a set point based on how much air mass is coming through. Interceptor, I have no clue. I mean, I'm guessing we're talking about Ford still, because if you're talking about inlet and outlet cams. Did we turn into a Ford chat all of a sudden? What the hell is happening here? Well, Josh, back in the day, we had to do stuff like that. We had to use window switches, pumps, windshield washer reservoirs. Kyle, almost all vehicles have 4 O2 sensors, because you have the pre-CAT O2 sensors would actually adjust your fueling, and then the post-CAT O2 sensors, which are your CAT efficiency sensors to make sure that your catalytic converters are working. Yeah, I know, Darth. This is getting crazy. We're talking about We're talking about Fords way too damn much. What is this moronic stuff? I mean, is the next project car going to have to be a Ford? Should I put a Ford down as the next project car? Whenever we vote for the next project car, is it going to be like Corvette, Camaro, Mustang? Is that even an option? Gee, many Christmas. Ah, good to know that, James. Am I biased? Oh, hell yeah, I'm biased. Found on the roadside dead? Brother, I wear a bow tie every day, all day. Andrew? No. I didn't even get Dirt Floor the chance to block that message. You can't be yelling that stuff. Bingo, James knows. The only good Ford is a Ford with a small block Chevy in it. Yeah, that sounds right, Anish. I'm not the expert on that, but I don't know why I wouldn't. Dude, Emerson, after messing with your Grand Prix, I'm about to block Grand Prix from the channel as a whole. You know what? Did you watch the newest video I put out, Emerson, where I talk about switching between the basic and the advanced channels on the editor? I'm pretty sure if you switched over to the basic channels on the editor for the Grand Prix, it would just be one tab that says you're screwed. No, it's cool, Interceptor. Each to his own. You know what? We all put our pants on one leg at a time, and then us who drive Chevys go out and win. I mean, somebody's got to lose. That's what they make Fords for, right? Used to be Dodges, but damn it, they keep on putting out these 700 horsepower cars. Like, it's kind of pissing me off. I sold Dodge Chrysler back in the day, and man, if you sneezed on those things too hard, they'd fall apart. Next thing you know, it's like we got an SUV with all-wheel drive that rips out like 10-second quarter miles stock, and it's like, what in the hell is going on here? Hey, Atomic, you should hit up Emerson there. He can walk you through all the things not to do on tuning a Grand Prix. You'll figure it out pretty quick because there's only about 16 parameters. Thank you, Sai. I appreciate it, brother. Go to bed. You're up way too late. Don't you have to work tomorrow? Interceptor, I can start all the heated discussions that I want to because it's all in jest until we start talking about Voldemort and he who shall not be named and overcharging for bullshit tuning videos. Yes, I said the BS word. That's not a Grand Prix. That's a G8. That's a Holden. You're talking about a Commodore there. Darth. That is perfect. I'm going to have to probably steal that from you, man. Darth said, just know they already found the problem, circled it, and highlighted it in blue. That is amazing. Dude, Ross, your engine has 1,000 more parameters than the 2002 or 2004 GP2s. Dude, that ECM, there's just nothing. How many horsepower do you think I get out of a boosted 2.2 liter flex fuel S10? 2.2 liters. Hell, I don't know. Well, VJ, that engine is an interesting engine, man. That's kind of a weird ordeal. That front wheel drive. Not to say it's a good platform, but it's an interesting platform. Man, you guys are cracking me up. You guys are cracking me up. Listen, gentlemen, and if there's any ladies in here, which there's probably not, I mean, hey, Interceptor, you need to realize that your latest Mustang has a GM transmission in it. So, yep, it's the truth. So, and if you think Carroll Shelby's the end-all be-all, man, you're smoking crack. I don't know if Dirt Floor is still in here, but Dirt Floor, you can approve VJ's stuff there. You should have the ability to click that stuff. Bro, don't get me started on 9-inch rear ends. No, it's the automatic, Rob. The new automatic in the latest edition of Fords is a GM Ford collaboration. There you go. Good to see it. Okay. That's a thumbs up for Dirt Floor there. Anish, any tips for tuning a bottleneck car? My buddy has a C6 LS2, stock throttle body, fast LSXR intake, long tube headers. Well, it's probably intake stock throttle body. Anish, log your manifold air pressure, log it, and do an air ratio against barometric pressure. Because honestly, whenever you are wide open throttle, you should be equal to barometric pressure, and if you're not, you have intake restrictions. So check that out, and then work on finding what the intake restriction is, Anish. Yeah, Rob, you're right. Sounds like he's probably choking it out. 8.8 live. Yeah, nothing wrong with an 8.8. There's nothing wrong with 4 9-inch. I mean, that's small potatoes. You can put 4 9-inches in everything, and it is what it is. But let's face it. If you want to make power, you're putting a small block Chevy in it. Yeah, VG, I think you're right. I think it's the 10-speed that they bumped uglies on there. So. Global, I do not do remote tuning. I offer tuning assistance through the Patreon, and that's it. So, if you jump over to the Patreon, the quickest way to get there is just to go to the website, www.goatropegarage.com, and there's a link to the Patreon. For $15, you can get an email that allows you to send in logs and tunes, and I will help you sort through it, kind of figure out what's going on with your vehicle, and tune that way. And as I said, we have a new option that is the Expert Tuning Series, which is the one where we do one-on-one video conferences where we talk about your platform and tune it that way. So that's the closest, but I do not do remote tuning because the whole purpose of the Goat Rope Garage is to train you guys to do your own tuning. Hey, John's got an Allison if you want one. No, Rob, it's not an Allison quite yet. Whenever we get into like the 16 and 18 speeds, then yeah. Whenever you're having to go from high to low or low to high, when it's eastbound and, in trucking, Thanks for stopping by, Dirt Floor. I appreciate you moderating tonight, brother, as always. And it's time to shut this thing down anyways. It's 8:57. Listen, guys, if you are new to the channel and you have not subscribed for some weird-ass reason, quit slacking. Click on that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That's what lets you know whenever we do these impromptu sessions. And you're not going to want to miss out on the new tuning tutorial live sessions whenever we do those once a month, because that's where there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of opportunity to learn. We're going to focus on specific platforms. I appreciate everybody's thumbs up on the content. That's what drives this content to new viewers out there. I appreciate you guys sharing the content. Somebody shared something on Facebook, HB Tuner's website the other day. We had 170 new subscribers in one freaking day. Dirt Floor, before you get out of here, if you're still in here, share your website again, share your YouTube again, so everybody can go over and subscribe to Dirt Floor Fab, where he has got this awesome, I mean, it's a Dodge, but it's got a Chevy in it, man. It's a badass build. It's awesome to watch him go through the process. If not, we can get him next time. Love that guy. He's a great supporter of the channel. But I want to say thank you, ABT, always be tuning. Make sure and check out the live show on Thursdays, 8 Eastern. And you know what? If we get enough overseas people, maybe we should do a live show for overseas peoples once a month. So, love you guys. Love the channel. Love the garage. Everybody's a family here. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. ABT, always be tuning. And thanks for stopping by the garage. Oh, wait. I got to hit this button down here. This is how I end it.